Hi guys, today I decided that I wanted to show you my lists binder. I do have a couple of notes about this binder that I just would like to share with you about how I made it, what was the inspiration behind it, and the reason for doing a list binder. First of all, this binder has been inspired by the challenge set up by the Reset Girl on YouTube. I think her name is Corey, and I took basically the idea from her about it, and I really wanted to set up my own list binder. Probably it is a bit different from what she was doing because she has created the Lister's Got a List challenge. But I took that idea a little bit further from what she has done, and I have decided to set up a list binder. Basically, this binder that you are seeing in this video is basically just a normal binder that I have purchased, as you can see, from any stationery shop, and it has two rings over here, and I have created all the lists that there are in this binder. It is very different. Basically, before I take you through each and every list in this binder, as you can see, there are quite a lot of lists over there, and there are others that I have removed for privacy's reasons. And what I did is I have created a list of lists that I wanted to have in my binder, and it has also served like a brain dump of everything that I had. I was looking at my planners from year to year, and I was just seeing that there were quite some lists that went from binder to binder and from planner to planner, and they were basically always the same. So I said, okay, let's create a template and let's just incorporate all the lists that I always have going around in my mind and in my planners and on different notebooks and in different places on my phone and wherever I basically use to write lists. And I said, let's organize them and let's put them in one location. So this has been the reason of this binder. This has been the main reason why I have created this binder. And when I have watched a couple of Corey's videos from Lister's Got a List challenge, I decided that it was time that I set my own list binder, and she was of great inspiration to me. So without further ado, and without even going into a lengthy introduction, I just would like to take you through this list binder. As I said, I have removed a couple of the lists from this binder for privacy reasons, but the main lists are there. One little note before I take you through the binder. First of all, I have typed all the lists into a Word document on my computer, and then basically I have set the Word document to print in A5 size. I have cut down each list and just punched holes and included it into the binder. So it has been very easy to do. There has not been huge amounts of work to do or supplies to have. It just took me a printer, a binder, some printer ink obviously, and the papers, and that's it. There has been nothing more than that, and a pack of dividers in A5 size. So let's go through it. I have printed from the internet this picture of flowers because I like pink, and I have just written on Word lists, and I have printed it and put into an A5 sized clear folder. Then I have made an index sheet, and here there are all the lists that fall under each category. By the way, I have, as you can see here, included A5 dividers from A to Z, and that is how I sort my lists. Basically, each of the list that I have into this binder, I have made quite some sorting about it. And for example, under A, I have achievements I am proud of, annual payments, change of address, what would make me feel accomplished. Basically, what I have done, just to give you an example, is that I have picked up a word, a main word, how can I say it, a key word from the whole category of that list. And I have decided that, for example, from the title Achievements I Am Proud of, I have picked up achievement. So I have sorted that list to go under A, the A divider. The annual payments, where I do make a list of the annual payments that I have, those payments which are recurring from one year to the other, I have included it under A for annual. Change of address, because I will be soon moving to another location, therefore address is the key word. And from the sentence, from the title, what would make me feel accomplished, I have picked up accomplished as the key word. So those go under A. The same applies to B and to all other sections. For example, under B, I have books to buy, books to read, business venture ideas, and top 100 books to read in a lifetime. And in those categories, the key word was books, obviously, so they go under B. Another one, for example, under E, I do have employment history, because I have made a list of all the employments I have had during my career, where, the time, from when to what date I have been employed in that particular place, and I have gone on and on like that. I do have under F, I have comfort foods, favorite food, fears I have, file of facts wish list, financial commitments, foods which are easy to cook, foods for the freezer, food for work, food shopping template, foods to take and foods to avoid, meals and food we love, picnic ideas, and those are all under F because they do have to do with food. So I have decided to put them under F. So on and so forth. So I do have an index, as you can see, and I have, basically this is the last thing that I have created in my last list binder, because obviously I have started, the first step to creating my list binder has been creating a list of the lists I want to write. So that was the first thing that I did. Then the second part was starting to type and write each list into my Word document, and I have started to write the lists. Then when I had finished with all the lists that I wanted to write, I just went on another Word document. I have created a table, as you can see over here, and I have sorted each list depending on the keyword that I had chosen for them, and put each list under the category, under the letter that would denote for each divider. So that is how I have created my index. And as you can see, I do have an index of 3 pages. This is the first page, this is the second page, and that is the third page. I have here a clear top loading folder. It is here for this video empty, but it used to hold printouts of the yellow pages. I do believe that in your country there is a yellow pages, which is a sort of a telephone directory for businesses. And there I had the hotels printed, because I need to have addresses of hotels for different work projects that I am carrying out. So I did go online and I have printed the hotels list from the yellow pages, and I have printed it into A5 and I have put it into this clear folder. But for the sake of this video, as I said, was part of the things that I have removed. So if we go under section A, as you can see, we will find the lists that were part of the A category. There are more, but I have removed them. Under B, there is another list. These are the lists that I have included. I will not obviously be reading so many of these, but I wanted to take you through each list that I have. As you can see, it's very, very, very simple to do it, and I just, for the sake of what I wanted this binder to be and for the objectives that I wanted this binder to fulfill for me personally, I did not go into pages which were colored, decorations, stickers, or whatever that might be. But in the case you would like it to be decorated, you can go ahead and add stickers and add colored papers, print in color, and do whatever you want. But for the objective of my planner, of this binder in particular, I just needed just to put down on paper all the lists that I had going around into all my planners, binders, notebooks, etc. So here I do continue like this. This is the list of the top 100 books to read in a lifetime. I have printed it off the internet. And I do continue like this. This is section C. I've got cars I would like to own. Then I've got cleaning rules, cleaning routines. I will show you what I have. Countries to visit. Then I've got courses I teach, courses I would like to follow, dealing with criticism. So there's even some sociology notes, diet plans, the 1000 calorie diet plan. And it continues like this. And as you can see, I go into so many lists. I will be reading out my index for you, so maybe I can give you some ideas, as you can see, about what type of lists you can include into your list binder. Obviously, you will always have your lists and the things you want to keep in your lists, but this is just a collection for me of the lists that I always like to keep at hand, and I do keep this binder very alive and part of the, how can I say it, part of the continuous and routine planning, because I do get it updated. For example, once I do have a list of the shoes that I have in summer and winter, and when I do throw away something and buy another pair of shoes, I do update that list. I reprinted it and I put it into the binder. So I do keep it very alive. There are some things that never change, but there are others that do change. So that is very important for me. It was, as I said, a binder which was very, very simple to do. So I did not have that much of a difficulty to do it. From time to time, it is important that your lists get updated so they reflect the current moment. But as I said, it is a very beautiful binder. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna close my lists and I'm gonna basically give you a little bit of an idea about what type of lists I do have. So in section A, I do have achievements I'm proud of, annual payments, change of address, and what would make me feel accomplished. In section B, I'm reading from a copy of my index, so for you to follow me through. In section B, I have books to buy, books to read, business venture ideas, top 100 books to read in a lifetime. In section C and D, I do have dating sites rules, cars I would like to own, cleaning list, cleaning rules, cleaning and home management schedule, countries not to visit, countries to visit, courses I teach, courses I would like to follow, dealing with criticisms, diet plans, and the 1000 calories diet plan. In section E, I do have my employment history, which at the moment I have taken out. In section F, I have comfort foods, favorite foods, fears I have, file of facts wish list, financial commitments, food easy to cook, food for the freezer, food for work, food shopping template, foods to take and foods to avoid, meals, meals we love, picnic ideas. In section G, I do have goals and objectives, while in section H, I have a healthy lifestyle, essentials in my makeup pocket at work, essentials in my personal pocket in my handbag, my recipe for happiness summary of healthy lifestyle, things in my handbag, and what makes me happy. In section IJ, which is this one here, I do have reasons I would like to change my job. Then there is section K, L, and M. K and L are still empty, but I have some things in section M. 54 ways to save money, favorite makeup, favorite music artists, lists of films, medicines that were bad for me, mobile phones I have, things to motivate me, tips and tricks for getting back my motivation, top 100 movies to watch in a lifetime, ways I make money, ways to make money from home. Then in section N and O, I do have nail polish, list, names I like, when in New York, because one of my biggest dreams is to be in New York and basically get to go to the different places and specifically go to those beautiful places and be there probably during New Year. That's one of the biggest dreams I have. For section PQ, I do have favorite perfumes, favorite personal products, favorite planner supplies, favorite hair products, journals and planners I use, parking areas, party foods list, passwords list, planners I use in a year, planners I would like to buy, psoriasis, eczema treatment because I do suffer from psoriasis, unfinished projects, and USB pen drives I have. For R, I do have my beauty treatments routine, as you can see. Beauty routine tips and tricks, evening routine, and morning routine, recipe totals because I collect recipes, restaurants I would like to try and restaurants I like, things I hate in my relationship with my boyfriend, ways to keep interest in a relationship, and what I want in my partner. Then for section S, I have favorite songs, shoes and bags list, shopping venue, stationery shops I wish to visit, stationery shops I go to, strengths and weaknesses, students list because I'm a teacher, things I'm stressed about, and yearly summer projects, things which are projects that I do from one year to another that include organizing my closet, going through the accessories, going through shoes and bags and see what's still there and what should be kept and what not, etc. Section SCH is empty, section ST is empty too, and then we go to section TV, as you can see. And in section TV, I have personal incompletion triggers list, professional incompletion triggers list, thesis material because I was working on a thesis, things I would like to improve in my life, things I'm good at, things to do on a stay in the night, things to do when I'm alone, things to take with you on a holiday or break. And then we go to section W, which is one of the last sections, and there I have I wish, so things I wish for, and what would you do if you won a $1 million jackpot. And that was something that I always wanted to think about, and just what would I do with them. I'm sure I would not be winning them, but it was always a fantasy that I had. So the last section, X to Z, just has YouTube channels that I follow, and this is one of the lists that I do have to update quite a bit because it has changed. The last thing before I close this video about this list binder is I would like to show you my index. As you can see, that is the list title, A, B, C, D, E, F, Then I've got the rest of them, as you can see, and that is the last part of the list. So that is the index, and I keep it in my planner, in my binder, because for me everything is a planner. So that is basically what I have. That is my lists binder. As always, I hope that you liked this video. I hope that I managed to inspire you to create your list binder. I also hope that you will subscribe to this channel, because many more videos are yet to come. And if you have any comments or any messages that you would like to leave me, please do so, either by email. There is in the About section of my YouTube channel, there's the email address, or you can leave some private messages, but I will try to give you feedback for all your messages. And in the meantime, please subscribe and please like this video. Until then, bye bye.